is why market timing works for Canadians and not Americans. I'm not advocating market timing. Time in the market beats timing the market. But there are periods when being a Canadian investor has huge advantages over being an American one. America is the #1 global and military power on the planet, with the most productive businesses in the world. Americans make and spend American dollars, but Canadians make and spend Canadian dollars. But if you can make American dollars and live in Canada, you have a huge advantage. Since 1950, the Canadian dollar is generally weaker than the American dollar, except in the 50s, early 70s, and during the credit crisis. But even then, the Canadian dollar didn't get much more higher than parity with the US dollar. If you have US assets pushing out US cash flow, you'll have an easier time in Canada. This is why I started buying US assets back in the 90s, because I knew eventually when I didn't want to work, I want US cash flow while living in Canada. The double bonus is when the Canadian dollar hits parity with the US, so now you can buy US assets 1-to-1. And when the Canadian dollar inevitably falls below parity, you're stuck with the US assets and a huge gain.